Well, I'm glad you asked, Fatlas. I'm working on a cool video game called The Adventures of Antonia, working title. And it's an edutainment educational video game about leaf cut ants. It's not VR. It will be regular desktop access and Nintendo Switch port potentially. Potentially. And it is there's people talking in Discord you couldn't heard. You in a Discord call right now, fellas? Who's in Discord call right now? Can I join this Discord call? Don't. Anyway. Point is, there's a very friendly friend called Balint, who is, give my cool. I know, like everyone knows him here, but in Unreal Slackers, I don't go around that neck of the woods, Fatlifs. They're a bunch of pretentious wannabe devs, and Mr. Wadstein, of course, a general saint and legend. But yeah, no, I've never found the Unreal Slackers Discord helpful or inviting. At least they're trying, are they? They aren't. Every time I ask a question there, I get a smart-ass know-it-all wannabe programmer going, "It's impossible, stop trying." That's all I get from them. It's the worst Discord I've ever been in. You lost your work today. You lost all your work. True shame, Hugh. True shame. Does happen. Half, not have. You lost half your work today. Oh, well, that's okay then. Work job. Wait, hang on. Work job. Job work. You lost half your job today. That's weird. You lost half of your development work today. That's recoverable. If you lost all your development work, that's a lot more work than half of it. Maybe. Lurking while you take the trash up the hill or going for your hike. Yeah. I don't... Wait. Wait, what happened? Wait. Hugh. Wait, what? Wait. Hugh. Wait, what? G. Or J. A lot of J's. Okay. Start from the beginning, Hugh. Start from the beginning. God damn it, you. Nice auto combo. I like it. Browse star asset. So I kind of want to rotate this so it has more subdivs. Is it this? Yeah, it's that. On that and that. Okay. I did see that Unreal 5.1 has nanite support for foliage, which is pretty interesting. Or hand no. My wrist has had some pain today. I don't know why. 3 times so far. It's just kind of hurt. It's just in between the wrist joint at the second and third metacarpal. Crunch. Don't know if there's a buildup of lactic acid or if there's some kind of trapped nerve going on. Anyway, what were we doing last time? We were sorting out some assets, right? So we were looking at these beautiful, beautiful 3D models provided by the wonderful, wonderful Berlin. And this one in particular, I kind of want to do a rotate on because it doesn't seem to have the same number of subdivs as everyone else. But at the same time, would be maybe a little bit dangerous to do that. Would it be dangerous to do that? Let's check the wireframe. Like it's very responsibly meshed. No, I think I'm gonna leave it. It doesn't quite line up, but it does annoy me. Oh, is it nanite? Is that why? Smooth nanite. Real smooth. Rotate on it. I thought I saw some Z-order mess going on down there. Oh, yeah, no, I did. Did I? Or is that actually genuinely in front? What the fuck is going on? What is this? That is behind, right? That's down there somewhere, right? I don't know what I'm looking at. Anyway, what company wanted to hire me? I don't want to share the company name. I don't want to like throw bad karma on them. You click a bookmark. Oh my god, no. Anything but that. I'm sure from the information I've provided with you, you could do a nice Google search for about 16 minutes and find them no problem. But like I don't really feel like at liberty to like roast them because I'm sure they're a perfectly fine company. They just gave me bold italics, yeah. They just gave me the heebie-jeebies. Okay. They gave me the kind of feeling like I didn't want to work there. So I'm not gonna follow it up. It's nothing against them. It's probably me. I'm just probably being paranoid, right? And you can't let me and my paranoia, can't let me and my paranoia get in the way of enjoying good companies and their good work. Okay? So just pretend I didn't say anything. And whoa. What's up with this mesh? What is up with this mesh? This mesh. What the frick? This lad needs a rotate. What the hell? What the hell? Am I a Gemini? No. No. Ah, I kind of wanted to do more than one blinker, yeah. Okay, we do need that on apparently. Oh, it's because it's not in the center, right? Where the heck is it? I mean, that's fine. We can actually probably just turn that off now. Because then we get this, right? And that's what we want, right? We want to rotate this. Revolve mesh boundary loops to create new objects. Mesh does not have a boundary loop. Cancel. Poly edit. Triangle edit? I want poly edit. No, I definitely want poly edit. We should delete that, right? And then accept. And that gives us our body revolve. Explicit steps. Step 2. Much more beautiful. We back to it. Libra up best. Von Shrink, welcome. More fun note. Looks like you get a compile Linux from scratch on Linux again. Sorry, Unreal from scratch on Linux again. May as well recompile the brain too. Wow. I'm so sorry, Hugh. Truly a pain worse than death. Ooh. I did the wrong thing. Oops. Asset actions. Select actors using this asset. There's only one. Oh, there's two, apparently. I want this one. Hello. And I want to replace you with... Replace selected actor with... Oh, for fuck's sake. Gonna really do this to me. Where's the revolve I just made? This is one of the limiting factors of the Unreal engine. Unrealing. Okay. Browse to asset. There it is. And then we... Actually, can we just delete that? We can just delete this, right? There it is. So we press delete and then we replace the thing with revolve. 2A, 1B, 3, 2, E4. Of course. Why would it not be that? Let's replace the references. Yes, correct. That's what I wanted. Nice. UE Gigabrain, Gigabroken on Linux, Epic, paywalling Vulkan support until Valve on Google Pay. Then it will be broken. Yeah. Pump Iron. You. This is a flagrant abuse of power here. Set the pivot. Hold on. Let me just do this and then I'll pump the iron. Because I'm in the zone, man. Top. Accept, and then align to last selected. Poopy, there's a hole through it. Poopy. It doesn't go that deep, it's fine. Does it? It goes all the way through. Poopy. Poopy doopalus. Okay, I'm no longer in the zone. I've been taken out of the zone entirely. What the hell? I don't want it as line Z, no. I want to line X and Y. Doi. Z will do ourselves. Thank you. And now save. And now I will pump the iron. Oh, that's what it was. There was a loud bang the other day. And I heard the ring of iron. It was a chorus guitar pedal. One of my favorite chorus guitar pedals of all time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo! Ah! Stop it. Not going to be surprised if Epic make UE4 and UE5 not able to work on Linux since Valve has Steam Deck and allowing game works in DXVK translations promoting Steam. They want to promote Epic Game Store. You cannot play Fortnite on Steam Deck. They did implement this block for their own games, but other UE4-5 games work fine. How many kigs pibs? 2.5, 2.5, and I think the bar's 1.5, or maybe 1. So 6.5 pound. Strong. I try to strong. I need a good place to put these. Like right now, they're just resting up against a couple of amps. I have too many amps, by the way. If anyone wants to buy an amp, hit me up. I have a Vox VX20. Stop fiddling with the dumbbell. No. I have a Vox VX20. Nah, is it just me or is that not aligned? No, it's kind of aligned. It's just the texture that's misleading, isn't it? I got a Vox VX20, but I got the limited edition red with the green and brown trim instead of the black or the white. And it's a made in Japan model with the Japanese plug. That's basically the only one I actually want to get rid of because I don't like it. It was great when I was a penniless scrub living in Japan, but I'm no longer a penniless scrub living in Japan. I'm a penniless scrub living in England. Not a great quality of life improvement, but yeah, I actually can't think of a single improvement that's made. The hole goes all the way through. Oh, poopy. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? There's a simple solution to this. There is an extraordinarily simple solution to this. Oh, wow, that's big. Shoop. I guess the top really doesn't matter because it's going to be stuck into a roof. That's a good point, actually. The top isn't flat. So I'll fix that real quick as well. No. No. Because the top really should be flat. There's no reason for the top to have this level of mesh detailing. That's not a lot of that's not a lot of mesh detail to work with. Fuck. What have I done? Oh, I can just do a plane cut. What I'm an idiot. Big brain mana doesn't remember tool used to cut a plane into an object using the plane cut tool. Delete and start over. Yeah, exactly. So this we use the mesh bool, and we use union, obviously. And it should just work, basically. Your brain just screams, say it. Say the dirty joke. It's a bung. It is a bung. Don't tell me that made a new object. Too immature for the internet? That's what the internet was made for, Reno. Isn't it beautiful? No hole. Let's do another plane cut. Apparently, my hole filling technique was not perfect. Donut. Can we get unlit, maybe? Oh, snap. Don't. Just want to skim it. Is there a bevel operation that we can do on the edge now? It'd be real nice if there was a bevel operation we can do on the edge now. Because it looks kind of sharp. Poly edit. Select that and then bevel. Bevel distance 1? 0.1? This isn't what a bevel's meant to do, friend. I hope you appreciate this. If we select the edge, maybe, instead of, well, there is a bevel there. It's not a big one, but I guess it'll have to do. Can I select a loop, maybe? I'm actually gonna have to do this, aren't I? What do I think about DLSS 3? It looks horrible. No offense, looks horrible. Something I'm not gonna use. Who needs interpolated frames? That's disgusting. And it only works for like reasonably high frame rates anyway, so... And the fact that I do competitive gaming means that it won't apply to me anyway because I need fresh frames. I don't need computer generated frames. I don't want my games to look nicer. I want my games to react quicker. So it's entirely useless to me, and I'm sure someone will love it. That's right. My interest in DLSS stopped at DLSS 1, which was the good one. I don't need DSR downsampling, although I have used it in the past and it's hilarious. Drives your GPU absolutely insane. There are pre-compiled Unreal Engine for Linux. No way. I would not trust that download, friend. I would not trust that download. That seems like some shady stuff. Now can I bevel this? Like, this isn't what a bevel's meant to do, but... Can I scale them? Where's my scaly boy? Okay, so it's putting the bevel in here, and it's scooted the bevel all the way down into there. So let's try 0.01. Like, I just want to move these verts in. Is that possible if I just go up here, and I go to this, I go to this, and I just go... No. Oh, no, that translation. And it will not work because they built it only specific version of Ubuntu. Lamau. It's from the docs. Lamau. I think the real moral of this story is that Linux just needs better NVIDIA support. But you see the problem, right? This is sticking out. And if I click the bevel thing... Right, so... That creates cursed inverse normals, which we don't want. That's a bevel size of 1. Uno. A bevel size of 2 no creates even cursed inverse normals. That's actually scary. So we need to go... What about 0.001? Like, I just want to take... Look, you see how it sticks out at the edge there, right? Fuck NVIDIA. What do you think of DLSS though, bro? 0.05 already too big. 0.025. We'll do a binary search for this thing. So when we stop seeing normals on the inside of the mesh, that's when we can stop. 125. I think I can still see a little bit there. So 0.012 maybe. 0.011. 0.01. 0.00085. There we go. Works perfectly. Ship it. Now, I know what you're saying. That was a lot of work for a tiny bevel, but just look how much better it looks. It doesn't look any different. Sure. So pretty. Unreal Engine.com/ENUS Linux. Why don't you use Godot then? Godot uses OpenGL and Vulkan. And that can do 3D, apparently very cromulently. For V5 at least. Ooh. I want to remesh this. This isn't the kind of remeshing I wished I'd seen, but okay, it's kind of weird. Triangle target count. How many triangles does it have already? That's my question. Where is it? Where did it go? It has 4,608. So triangle count 2,500. Let's try that. Oh, no. Don't discard the attributes. Wow. Well, do discard the attributes? Makes everything very smooth though, doesn't it? And it doesn't do well with flat surfaces. It doesn't seem to like making the radial tries on flat surfaces like that. It does get very spidery though. 4,000 mixed. Do I even care? Cancel. What does the wireframe look like right now? It's pretty good, right? It's not even that bad. Is this the simplified mesh? That's great. That looks perfect. Ship it. That looks great, doesn't it? What's on right now? It's the same number of triangles. Fuck you. Please log in order to access the requested page. Nopers. Dude, just log in, dude. What the hell? What's wrong with you? Just log into the Unreal Engine page. Just do it. Just do it. Use a VPN and log in. Okay. So you have no frame of reference, so you wouldn't know. I don't know. What? Nice. What? Berlin! Berlin! Hello. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. It's hard for me to authenticate my phone on Discord. How you doing? Besides the obvious. But how you doing? It's me. I'm here. The wire. Oh. Is this acceptable? Is this a cool chandelier? Obviously, it doesn't have the droopies, but I made some tweaks so that it was, you know, a little bit more friendly. Maybe. What are we up to? We're just looking through another set of the assets to add to the game. Air quotes add, air quotes game. I just lost the sub. God damn it. Curse you, refunder. Kidding. It's lovely. Thank you. It's basically just the assets that you provided. There were a couple of holes, like here and here and here, that I closed, and I added a little. It didn't seem very structural, just having the gem floating. So there's this inverse hole. Which we can paint like amber. If you'd like that. Or we could paint it as anything, really. just go crazy, but it's there, and because it's an inverse hull, we don't really need to consider transparency, because you can see everything inside it. But I don't know if it needs to be like a volume transparency so you can see through it, but it's going to be near the roof anyway, so it doesn't really make any point, but it's there, it's a thing. We can have the gem spin, whatever. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff that can be accessed through this cool stuff. Anyway. So, inverse hole. What? No. hole. So you'll see that we can see the internal back face of the sphere, no matter what angle we look at it. It's because the outside of the sphere is being told that it's the inside of the sphere, and the inside of the sphere is being told that it's the outside of the sphere, so that the renderer gets confused, and it paints the back as if it was the outside, but it's behind the stuff inside it. So you can see into it, but you also have a back face, and this is how they do the cool effect when you pick amber and lapis lazuli fossils in Monster Hunter. They have just, a texture around the back that looks cool, and then stuff in front that looks cool. And it's in front because it's been told to from the Z prepass. But once you go in, you can see it's a solid object with no light escaping in any direction. Had to turn off cast shadows because it was casting shadows on the stuff inside, obviously. But it receives shadows from the stuff inside as well, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. And yeah, so we're just tidying up some of these assets for the game. It's the dining room and the throne room. A lot of the stairs, and there's a lot of roots. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. A nice relaxing session, getting back into the swing of streaming or being a person. It's back-sided, right? It's side-backed, yeah. The normals are inversed. It's just a regular sphere, though. It's just a... I think it's a polysphere. I think it's a UV cube. UV cube sphere. The second most cursed version of the sphere. Really, Unreal Engine doesn't have an icosphere, and it really annoys me. Backsided inverse hole. No! Hole! Like the town. Like the... I need to clean my keyboard. It's... Like, I didn't know it was getting this bad, but there's a big coffee stain down one of the sides. Like, dire. Like, I might have to replace switches because it's that bad. Anyway, what was I doing? I was gonna rename all this stuff. So this, we need bake RS. We have baked the RS, thank you. Full poly surface. So browse to asset. So we can just start renaming some of these things. So this is SM Shand Crystal. Browse to asset. SM Shand Bloob A. SM Shand Bloob B. I think they're these. Yeah, Bloob B. Bloob A. There's this, which is SM Shand, like the hull of a ship. Yeah, the backside hull. Yeah. Shand, what'd you call this thing? Attachment point? Sling mount? Chain mount? SM Shand decker plate. SM Shand shaft. I think this is That is SM Shand Deco Plate, and this is SM Shand Blue B. And this is SM Shand Terminus. SM Shand Amber Reverse Hull. I think we already have the chain link named. SM Chainlink. Or SM Shand. SM Shand. I mean, it'll probably be used other places than just the Shand Aliyah, but it's an SM Shand Chainlink. Sure, why not? And this, browse to asset. Thank you, Bullion. This is SM Shand Seal Boss. Show up the ceiling boss. Shandy. That's right, Shandy the Chandelier. So you flatten the top and the bottom to make it like a little bit more flat. We added that blue. We changed the order of these so that they flowed a little bit nicer. So there was a little bit of a kind of a cool connection between the stuff. So it wasn't all. It was quite long as well. Do we have an example? Is there a full chandelier we can drag in or drag back in? Because I think I deleted them all. Oops. Oops. There it is. I've made a huge mistake. Where is it? Details. Copy. Pivot. Modeling. Top. Accept. Remember, kids, always name your chandelier exactly. Paste. There it is. So we can have a side-by-side of... Obviously, I haven't added the stalks in yet. This is actually about the same length. It's slightly shorter. But I figured if we're in a cave, you're not going to want stuff like up in your grill too often. Like you just like just a little bit, but not too much. So it's about a foot shorter, but I think it's retained a lot of the majesty of the original one. And then we just add stalks, and it will be great. And there was some centralizing issues that we've overcome. Everything must be perfect. Yeah, so I'm gonna write a little, stuff like this, where the you can see the internal hull and the external hull have no delineating surfaces and they're not connected to each other. So it looks fine from like the top, but like when you're actually in the game, like down here, and you look up and there's a big hole like in the mesh, and you can see like the outer world. Yeah, it's the kind of thing we want to avoid for immersion's sake. And also, I don't know what this was. It's beautiful. But I don't have faith in the structural integrity of a floating ring holding up an entire chandelier, so we just use the top chain link in the boss. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Let's just save everything real quick. Let's just fix all these up. And there's a whole bunch more meshes to deal with, and we'll get there. But right now, poor Poopy. Chandelier from Phantom of the Opera, which was renamed Sparky after it was wired up for electricity. Ha! Fair. This is gonna suck, kids, but I have to do it. 01 _ building tools. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so much. Bones. Yes, bones. Nothing seems to have broken too hard, so we'll thank our lucky stars. We got a whole bunch of building tools here, and I'm going to make another one. So this is going to be an actor, and it's going to be BP radial placement tool. Before that, it was, oh my god, my legs. True. Oh, I almost forgot. Everybody. I almost forgot. We have a new follower to the channel. Even shout them out. Thank you, Pazoots, for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy here. One day I will play Steel Battalion again, I promise. And one day I will mod my Xbox and play online with all of you on Xbox Link Kai. I promise. Hand to my heart. But yeah, let me add you to the overlay, and I hope you enjoy it. Nice overlay, by the way, isn't it? Isn't it a beautiful overlay? Only a professional developer. Oh, we've hit the... You knew that I knew. We've hit the sequence start for opening a scrub booster pack. It did fall on people, yeah, I remember. It fell on people. What a great keyboard that is. But an even... Where's the camera? The camera today is in a weird location. I kind of like it, though. It's a little bit more straight on. Maybe I'll super glue it to this location. How is that? That is definitely not straight on. So the mounting bracket shows me what direction it's pointing. Oh, it's kind of tilted this way, right? I see. A little bit tilty, but we got a regular Unfinity draft booster. I have so many of these. I bought a box full. I'm sorry. I must apologize. I got overzealous in my purchasing of Magic the Gathering cards this last month, and I will repent for it next month by not buying the Shinkawa, the Yoji Shinkawa Tezzeret. Not buying 2 sets of the Yoji Shinkawa Tezzeret. Not buying any I don't know, kids. I'm not sure I'll be able to hold myself. But Yoji Shinkawa, he's got a real nice style. You know what I mean? Iconic from the 90s. Why is it so fluffy? It's Doge. It's Doge, but in a clown uniform. Ringleader Doge. Dog. Anyway, thank you, Pazoots, for triggering this activation. Everybody thank Pazoots. And go check out Pazoots. If you are interested... Hold on. Let's do this right. If you're interested in seeing gameplay footage from the video game Steel Battalion and Steel Battalion Line of Contact, the online version of Steel Battalion, please check out Pazoots. They are one of the active members of the Steel Battalion online community, and they are absolutely a pillar of that community. And you should check them out, and you should say hi, and you should watch their cool streams about Steel Battalion. I don't know what I'm doing. You should also watch my cool streams about Steel Battalion when I do them. Super duper lost. I think it's a little gremlin that has become lost. Super duper lost. Put target creature into its owner's library just beneath the top X cards in that library, where X is the number of doors you can see from your seat. Decided to get some sleep, nestled among the plush Shajanis until morning. Very cute. These have got a real nice feel to them. That extra matte. That's really weird. It's almost velvety. The Robo Pinata. When Robo Pinata dies, choose one. You get ticket. You may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. Disembowel. Target creature. Destroy target creature that's controller loses 1 life for each unique vowel in that creature's name. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and Y. Without vowels, no one can hear you scream. The mistakes were made. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Create a A 1/1 green squirrel creature token for each fire extinguisher you can see from your seat. So actually, I may have been mistaken about there being cards that you're allowed to play and cards that you're not allowed to play. Based on the border color. I think it's actually maybe based on the acorn. I think I read something about the acorns. We'll look it up maybe later today. Because some of them do not feature the acorn, and some of them do feature the acorn, and some of them feature silver borders, obviously, because they are printed from old sets with silver borders. I will go back and I'll look at the acorn on the Magic the Gathering wiki page. Was that a Fallout guy in the Pinata card? I don't believe it was. This guy. It looks similar, doesn't it? Looks very similar. I think it's trying to rock on the same vibe, you know? Blank Goblin. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on it. Add fire for each unique vowel on that sticker. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and Y. The Astronomium has never been a place for self-restraint. Puck map. It's a beautiful image. The puck map is great. Oh, it's in the palm of a hand. Oh, it's a hologram. Oh, that's so cool. Isn't that cool? Sacrifice puck map. Search your library for a land card that doesn't have the same art as a permanent you control. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. See, this one has an acorn. So I get the feeling that the ones with the acorns you're allowed to use, and the ones without the acorns are BS. And sometimes W, right? What? Always W. We always get the W. Icing Manipulator. Creature human employee. Each +1/+1 counter on a creature you control is also a food token. It's an artifact with 2 tap. Sacrifice this artifact. You gain 3 life. 3 green tap. Roll 2 6-sided dice. For each odd result, put a 1/1 counter on a creature of your choice. Activate only as a sorcery. It's pretty good. See, that seems like something that would go in a game, and it has an acorn. So, right? We got a non-shiny Roxy Publicist to the Stars. Boo. Non-shiny. Boo. Legendary human creature, human employee. Flying. Roxy Publicist to the Stars power is equal to the number of permanents you control, with an art sticker plus the number of cards in your graveyard with an art sticker. When Roxy enters the battlefield, distribute up to 2 art stickers among 1 or 2 non-land permanents you own. Ticking Mime Bomb. Oh god. Oh god. Artifact creature, clown, robot, mime. When Ticking Mime Bomb enters the battlefield without speaking or indicating any specific creature pantomime to a person outside the game, they then choose a creature you don't control. Ticking Mime Bomb deals damage equal to twice the number of robots you control to chosen creature. See, that has an acorn, but I feel like that would be, you know, unplayable in most games. Nah, the good old Knife and Death. Very good. Oh, it's a skeleton in the background there. Just a second. As long as this spell's on the stack, players can't move permanents. 1 at a time, throw 10 cards you own from outside the game onto the playing area from a distance of at least 3 feet. For each one of those cards, Knife and Death deals 1 damage to each creature or planeswalker you don't control that card is touching. You gain life equal to the damage dealt this way. That's so good. And it has the acorn. It has the acorn, friends, so that may be legitimately playable. Get ourselves a non-shiny, but full art, beautiful Space Mountain. He been on Space Mountain? Space Mountain's a great ride. It scared me when I went on it the first time, but, you know, looking back on it, it was actually very well built. It's not an intense coaster, but it's thematic. You get to zoom through the stars. Spinny Ride. Visit, tap target creature and opponent controls. Lamau. I've seen a shiny. We've got a shiny here, kids. Guess your fate. Oh, it's a Sphinx. Look at the bottom card of your library, then give a person outside the game 1-word clue, not on that card. They guess a word. If it appears on that card's name, claim the prize. Prize, reveal a card, put it into your hand, sacrifice, guess your fate, and open attraction. Acorn Hype. Yeah, that has an acorn, obviously, because you can't play a game without attractions with this kind of card in your deck. Line Cutter, shiny. It's kind of hard to see, but it's... I don't know what's going on here. Or they've just barged in and everyone is like, whoa, what are you doing there? And she's like, I'm going on next. It's very shiny though. It's extremely shiny. And the guy in front is just like, please don't kill me. at his face. When a line cutter enters the battlefield, roll to visit your attractions. Oh, nice. Wedding is for chumps with flimsy spacesuits. Wait, what? Has someone's spacesuit been ruptured by the scissors? Is that what's going on? It's really hard to see. It's so shiny. And that does not have an acorn. That does not have an acorn. Witness. Common guard. No acorn. Ticket bucket bot. Collect your ticket counters here. Spend them whenever you place a sticker with a ticket cost. On the back of that, we have the Astronomium Waiver, Part 19. We have our sticker card. Squishy Sphinx Ninja. We got a wing. We got a nope. We got an astrology thing. We got a Ward 2. We get a provoke. And we get a 5/3. A 7/7. Wow. That's pretty interesting. I have so far not found a card which puts a an attack, power and toughness sticker onto a card. Which is very interesting. But yeah, thank you, Pazoots, for triggering the card pack opening. Thank you, everyone, for witnessing the card pack opening. Thank you, Pazoots, for following the channel. And I hope you all enjoy. Let's just reset the counter there. It was very Cassowary Pog, absolutely. Whoa. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to make a thing for placing radial boys, right. Cool. I would really like a macro for defining an XY vector from an angle. So our variables is going to be asset, which is going to be actor, object reference, exposed. We're going to have positions, which is going to be an integer exposed. And we're going to have our angle of attack let's call it slice. Let's just call it slice. Slice is going to be a is going to be a float. Slice is going to be a float based on construction script, and that slice is going to equal set slice. Make slice is going to be equal to get positions divide. It's going to be a float output. We have to connect that first, otherwise it will be an int that will convert to a float output, which is not what we want. We want to divide the number 360. I guess this should be 360.0, and this should actually be a float. Idiot. Thank you. So our slice is going to be set on construction script to 360 divided by the number of positions. Yeah. What do you mean error? Failed building connection with convert integer to float double precision. Alrighty then. You want me to do this, huh? This is what you want me to do, huh? Why can't you do it for me, huh, engine? You're so smart. You got so much brains. You can tell me what I've done wrong, but you can't do it for me. Right? Makes me angry sometimes. You know? It makes me angry that the engine's like, no, you can't do that. But it's not going to be like, you can just, like, I'll fix it for you. This is going to be set incremental angle as float. What color should this be? I'm thinking like a light orange. That's kind of nice. Not exactly what I had in mind, but it's quite nice. Anyway. The asset's going to be an actor because a static mesh is a child of actor, if I'm not quite mistaken. It's a static mesh actor object reference. So we could have set it to be object, but object is a very obtuse thing that we'd have to then do a cast to actor. Orange, yes. We'd have to do a cast to actor to get it to do anything, which I don't want casts in this because it's going to be... I kind of want it to be fast. I kind of want it to be a reasonably fast modeling tool. Don't anybody tell me that there's already a radial placement tool in the modeling tools section. Do not even think about. But also setting as actor allows us to put in stuff like actors which are hierarchical, right? Oh, right. And another thing that we have to do is rotate instances. Rotate instances. They're not real instances, but each instance of a thing is going to be able to be rotated, right? To the angle at which rotation offset. Just in case we need to specify a specific rotation additional to the rotation that we've already got. For example, if a mesh is aligned to Y instead of Z, or X positive instead of X negative, or whatever. Whatever's going on, we'll have these, right? Just a little tool. Just a little baby tool. So that we can do that thing. So we need a function that converts an angle to an XY coordinate. Which I think is actually built into the engine. Get vector from... Get your pitch from vector? Did I make that? Breaks apart into your pitch rotation values given in degrees non-clamped. No. I want the opposite of this. Get a vector 2D from control value. No. Make vector rotator from axis and angle. Create a rotation from the axis and supplied angle in degrees. No. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So what we need is an ftan2 function to move an angle from 0 to 360 degrees to an XY coordinate, right? So I think it's going to be, call me out if I'm wrong on this, but I think it's going to be, we're going to have to make a function, yes. So this is going to be vec xy from from your pitch roll your vec xy from your, and this takes a float input. This is your int. I should not put a space in between this. Bad practices, and it gives out a vector 2. Okay, can't give it our vector 2. This is going to be xy vector xy. So the z is always going to equal 0. But this is going to create a normalized thing. Make vector normalize. So that's essential. Making the vector and normalizing the vector is essential at the end of the chain, because we don't want the vector to be. It's just a directional vector, so the total gross size of the vector should equal 1, and there shouldn't be any execution path in here. It should just be raw mathematics, so it should be okay. So if we have a quick cheeky peek at Photoshop for a brief second, I can show you what's going to happen. And I've done this like 18 times already, and it really should just be a built-in function. So if we have the sine of an angle plotted against the cos of an angle, right? So the sine starts at 0 and crosses like that, and cos starts at 1 and crosses like that. You're welcome, by the way. I went to school to learn this stuff. Not specifically, it just kind of happened, but we have our values of 1, -1, and sine starts at 0 at an angle of 0, and it goes up to 1 at an angle of 90, crosses at 0 again for an angle of 180, and it crosses at -1 for an angle of 270, right? And then 360, it's the same value as 0 because 360 and 0 are synonymous. So we just need to create a binding basically between sine, cos, x, and y, right? And it should be super duper simple. You can see it should be fine, right? It should just be x is the sine of the angle and y is the cos of the angle, surely. So if we plot that on a graph, right, that's, if we do the basic math, that's 1x, 0y, so that's that. And then we have, at 90 degrees, we have 0x, 1y, which is going to be that. At 180 degrees, we have -1x, 0y, which is going to be that. And at 270, we have -y, 0x, which is going to be that. And it proceeds around in a beautiful circle. I think that's all we have to do. And some smart person is going to tell me that the coordinate range, the angle range of Unreal Engine is actually between -180 and 180, but it's the same. Oh, it's not the same, it's inverse, right? So we might have to -1. We might have to times by -1 all of our results, because it might start over at -180. Even if we provided a value of 360 or 270 or 0, it might go and freak out. But at the same time, if it's going to change the value of 270 to -90, I think that's fine, because we're still giving it the value of 270, and it's still going to give us the value of... Oh no. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, okay. So if that's true, sine operates more like cosine, and cosine... Oh no, that is cosine. What am I talking about? Oh no, it's there. Yeah, it's fine. So it'll be -1 if it's -90 or 270 either way. So should work fine. So with that in mind, we take our yaw in. Sine degrees. Cosine degrees. Your brain hurts now. X. Y. Let's just add a t underscore angle. A testing angle thing, right? And then draw line. It's going to be a nice bright orange line. And position A, a vector 2D structure. Thank you. What a beautiful... Oh, no, I don't want that. No. Draw line. Do you want me to draw debug line maybe? I kind of just want to draw a line, bro. Debug lines won't show up in the real game. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? But line start is get actor location self world. Debug useless. Yeah, debug useless. Line end is going to be actor location plus get t angle. Ooh, that's pure. Yep, hold on. Vector xy multiplied by convert pin to float 20. Why not? Line end. There you go. So now, if I'm correct, we can throw in the BP radial placement tool, and it's providing us a line. A line that aligns with Y, apparently. You can see now it aligns with X. So 90 aligns with X, 180 aligns with Y minus, and 270 aligns with X minus, 360 aligns with Y positive. So yeah, we were perfectly correct on the money, except for this is for Y instead of X and X instead of Y. Are we okay with it starting at Y instead of X? Because that X is the forward vector, right? Am I overthinking this? Does it matter? Are we? Aren't we? what I'm saying is it kind of works, and it also kind of doesn't work. I mean, it works perfectly. It's just offset. Maybe. It's offset conceptually. If we think about x positive as being forwards instead of right, which we do. Or do we? I don't think it matters. Anyway, vector xy. Angle equals 0. Press F. We just have to swap these two around, right? So it would be cosine into x and sine into y, right? So just like that. Just swap them around, and then it works as intended. So that's x, y, z. It's clockwise now, right? It's clockwise rotation. Press F. It's beautiful. So yeah, now it's a clockwise precession. It's a slightly more what people are used to, right? I think that's better. Surely that's better. Event graph, construction script. Right, so we don't need this. We get asset. Is valid. For loop. I'll put a branch in here as well. So we check to see if the model we're trying to spawn or the actor we're trying to spawn or whatever we're trying to spawn is valid. And then we check to see if positions is greater than 0. Because if there's no positions to spawn, obviously it's not going to spawn anything. And it'll get stuck in a weird endless loop. And when that's true, go into our for loop to spawn the meshy boys. And when I say spawn them, what are we going to do when we do that? Are we going to spawn them to the level, or are we going to spawn them to the actor here, local? What's the word? Generate. Generate? Not generate. Build? Build string, nope. Add. Nope. Construct. Object from class. birds is the word. For spawn in I, lerp math.random times by infinity. No, don't do that, Hugh. Don't do that, Hugh. This is how we get into this mess. So we construct the actor. Whatever that actor is, if it's a static mesh, if it's an actor that contains multiple static meshes, we construct it. And then we set actor location. And rotation. And these are world, so the location is going to be get actor location. And we'll offset that by a splay. Get actor location. Vector xy from yo. So we add. Multiplied by convert pin to a float. Multiply that by the splay. And that is itself going to be found out by the slice. Multiplied by to float integer. So the direction it's facing out from the center of the radial position. Can we actually swap these around so they're a little bit easier to organize? Hello, connect. Something I don't like about Unreal. Sometimes it just does not connect. Sometimes it's like no. Even that's like the whole basis of how you make code in this. Sometimes it's just like, yeah. Sorry, boss. Didn't want to do that today. And the rotation is going to be this value times by rotate instances. Yeah, split in the yaw. The pitch and the roll I'm going to change. So this. Oh, and the rotation offset, right? Okay, so this multiplied by two integer boolean. You gonna complain about that as well, huh? You aren't. Interesting. Cannot construct objects of type script engine.actor in construct object from class. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. Just spawn actor. Add actor attach Can't spawn actors. Can't spawn actors from class in the construction script. That's dangerous as well. Can add actor attached. You can add. Can add a child actor component and set the actor to be okay. We'll put it in the event graph. It's fine. Don't even worry about it, kids. Event custom. Spawn the actors. Call an editor. So we don't want that. We want spawn actor from class. And this has a transform already attached to it. So we can split that, and then we can split that. So the class can just go in there. The loop body can just go in there. The spawn transform can just go in there. And then we were doing this, right? So the number of slices that we're on times by the slice angle times by the rotate instances, if we're going to do that, which also works fine in this instance, but not in the other instance that we had. Plus the rotation offset that we have specified into the yaw. My god, I heard the biggest crash of my entire life. I hope everyone's okay. Rest in pepperonis. All that crockery. That's fine. Could move up a little bit, guys. Transform scale, we didn't really cover that, did we? Do we need it? Maybe. Scale. It's a vector, yeah. It's open. And the default value is going to be 1, maybe? The default splay is going to be 25. Default position is going to be 0. Rotate instances is default going to be yes. Rotation offset is default going to be 0. Slices value that we generate. We just put scale into the scale. Get scale. So we can make things bigger or smaller. And then we need to promote to a variable, which is going to be spawned actors. And it's not really. And we add that to the array of spawn actors. Custom event, delete the actors. Also call an editor. Get is empty. B. We'd hope this is not actually true all the time. Not Boolean. For each loop, true. Array element, destroy actor. And then when it's completed, clear. So this should now work perfectly, right? So we get the radial placement tool, and yeah. What do we want to use? Science meshes, throne and dining. I think so. What we want is the stalk. Right? We want the stalk. One of these. Can I just drag that in? No. Okay, kids. Okay. So we get this. Details. So handsome? I don't think so. Not when I can't do basic maths like this. I'm sorry, Blint. It's just a fact of life. Oh. Oh my god. True. It doesn't have a mesh. It doesn't have a mesh. Because all you see are hands made of macaroni. Exactly. Handsome. Ah. It spawned the meshes. It doesn't spawn the meshes. Because it's spawning actors. Good. And it does delete them as well. So that's quite nice. It's refreshing that the functionality of the tool works, but the access to the assets doesn't work, right? So we have something that will spawn us things in a radial pattern, sure, but we have something also that will not actually spawn us anything in a radial pattern. Because what it's spawning when it spawns an empty static mesh actor is an empty static mesh actor, not a static mesh actor populated with the mesh. Okay, so cast a static mesh actor. Get static mesh component. So if we cast to static mesh actor, and this is a static mesh actor, right? Assumedly, we have a static mesh actor. But we don't have a static. We have spawn actor, spawn actor. If it's a static mesh, this is an actor. Oh. No, this is fine. I don't think this is going to work. This isn't going to work. Let's just refactor this to take static meshes. Because factoring it to take actors is great, but let's be real. Let's be real here. We're just going to use this for placing assets, right? So this is far too complicated. Get out of here. I'm going to change that to a static mesh. Yeah. I know there's errors. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Construct object from class. The constructed object. Let's not, okay? Let's add static mesh component. Static mesh component object reference. Static mesh component object reference. Change variable anyway. Don't care. Stop checking. Stop checking. Doesn't affect any of the code. Stop checking. Thank you for your service, Unreal Engine. You're doing way too much. So relative transform, we don't need this anymore. So relative transform is just going to be this. Relative rotation is going to be 0 in X and Y and some yaw. And then some scale is going to be the scale. Don't want manual attachment. Should be fine, right? So yeah, and then we set mesh to the asset. We add that to our thingamy. Destroy component. Beautiful. So this should now work better? Get material in the materials. Get material at index. For each loop. No. For loop. Like that? I don't know why it's so convoluted, but it is. Very stinky. So we're just going to copy the asset properties from the original mesh. Essentially. I don't see why that doesn't happen automatically, but it doesn't. And I know that from experience. Oh, lo, the number of times I've tried to just spawn an asset and it popped in with no texture or a fuzzy texture. Texture doesn't work. Game development is a nightmare, kids. Don't do game development. Oh, and nothing works. Surprise, surprise. There you go. Oh, and nothing works again. Oh, surprise, surprise. There you go. Everything works perfectly. Right, okay, bro. Spawn the actors. Cool, right? Is that not cool? Does destroying the actors work? Deleting the actors does indeed work. So our rotation offset is going to be what, like minus 30? Cool beans. Does this guy doesn't have any rotation on, does he? 0 rotation, right? Nice. This shouldn't break anything, right? It should just add more, and then, yeah, okay. It did break stuff though. Anyway, so we grab this, and then we select this, and then align objects. Okay, something's gone wrong here, but accept. Okay. It did not align. Apparently we cannot align. We can copy, paste, delete the actors, Spawn the actors. Delete the actors. 5. Spawn the actors. Delete the actors. Spawn the actors. Delete the actors. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Is this in alphabetical order? It should be near the top then. Right? BP. Radio placement. Let's try that. I don't know when you move it, it just goes crazy. It should not do that. This is good, but they overlap the goop. Anyway, once you get it to a kind of a position and a location that you like, you can just do a merge anyway. This is very rough and ready. I don't really like this. I kind of wish these were a bit thicker too. Do I wish these were a bit thicker? That's what she said. Maybe a little bit. No, that's fine. So we can go to the merge actors, and we go to merge, settings, light map UV, target light map resolution, 256. I don't think these need a big light map, so we'll put that down to 64. Why not? Computed light map resolution, pivot point at 0, merge physics, merge materials, gutter size. Merge materials is gutter size 2, merge material. Texture binning, vertex data big material, reuse mesh light map UVs, merge equivalent materials, use landscape culling. Large distance field. Yep. Generate nanite enable mesh. Yep. Include imposters. Don't really care. Nanite fallback triangle percentage, merge actors. This is gonna, wow. Science meshes, throne and dining. SM, shand, upper stalks. And you see we have this, and we can replace this. Replace selected actor with SM Shant upper stalks. And you'll see no appreciable differences apart from the fact that it moved 4 inches to the left. Don't know why I did that. We'll ignore it and move on. Go to our modeling tool. We get a pivot. Is the pivot really in the middle? I think the pivot is not in the middle. It's attached to one of the ends of the stalk. So, pivot bottom. And then we can just move it up on the Z to a point at which we're happy with it. Which I think would be somewhere around there. Because we're going to cut off the strandies a line. X, Y, Z. I feel like this is the one for the lower ring. I deleted the chandelier from the scene. A true mistake of the ages. Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it's the other one for the top. Yeah. And they come out from the underside. So this is... I've done everything incorrect. Except... Ooh. I just want this one. But it's kind of fine. It's kind of fine. Kind of just works anyway. That kind of looks okay, right? I don't particularly like the radial placement tool that I've made. It's kind of janky, not gonna lie. So we need to rename this. Lower stalks. Interesting. So they just work perfectly. I don't know why they're so far down. What the fuck? It seems fine, but I'm not going to be able to move these. It's really weird. Oh, do you know? I know what it is. If we just grab one, we'll find out that the pivot's in exactly the wrong position. Like, what the hell? What is this? Pivots. Modeling. It's not aligned with an axis at all. Oh boy. Oh, I have a XYZ right here in the corner. If I go to the top, we can actually align it exactly. And then we go back to this. Um, Yay! Nice music. What? What? SM, Shand, upper stalks. Yeah, okay. So we can replace selected actor with SM, Shand, upper stalks, pivot, modeling, center, top. That'll do. Accept, save, shift. What was that? Whoa! Stop. What the hell, Unreal? I don't know what was going on there. Align. Accept. Select. Reduce. Must be you. Yes, Harry Potter Hogwarts ambient music. Yes. Yes, that's the one. Anyway, there you go. Chandelier Dino. Should we add a cool rotation to this? They don't actually line up anyway, so we could add a... be this one that we want to offset, really. But like, however much. Cute. Content. Science materials. Oh boy. oh, okay, no, let's get out of there. Why is that 1-1 science materials? Very interesting. New folder. 1-2 mana materials. Material. This is gonna be M underscore. What are those cabbages called? What are those cool cabbages called? Glow in the dark mushrooms. Ten bioluminescent mushrooms that glow in the dark. Thank you. Mycena leuchiterna. That's the one that we're looking for, isn't it? Light pot boy. Mycena luxa eterna. Mycena lux eterna. That could be 2 words, bro. Or at least hyphenate it. Mycena lux eterna. Mycena. M. Not just M. Mycena lux eterna. Eterna. Bioluminescence fungers. Yep, that's the one. They are opaque and they will be unlit. And we are going to have a vector parameter, which is going to be glow color. I know. We're getting complicated here. Multiplied by a scalar parameter. In fact, we could just put that into the alpha. That'd be crazy. Component mask. RGB multiplied by alpha of... It's just a vector 4 parameter. Bosh. Bosh. And the default values are, for this lad here, the default values are going to be 1 green, 0.2 blue, 0.05 red, and an alpha of 4. That's that kind of gross, definitely nuclear radioactive green glow that you find. Maybe you just go back to the website, you can see that it's basically the exact same color. I know what I'm doing. I knows what I'm doing. That just saves us on having an extra parameter in the system that we don't need. You know what I mean? Create material instance mi mycena looks a item. They're actually not native to Costa Rica. They're found basically only in is it Borneo? It says on the website. I just read it. Gel-covered stems glow constantly. The Mycena lux iterna, aptly dubbed the eternal light mushroom, is rather nondescript in the daylight. You can typically see its hair-like stripe lip up in the signature green area glow. Only after dark. No, the cap does not glow. Eternal light mushroom distribution is extraordinarily limited to the rainforest of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Only found in Brazil. But Brazil's quite close to Costa Rica, so maybe, I'm just saying, maybe an industrious leafcutter ant. And she has cut a sample of the fungi and she's brought it back to the nest. Illegally, crossing borders of about 8 different countries between Brazil and Costa Rica, with obviously biomaterial, which is a definite no-no. Very illegal importation. And installed it as the lighting system. Thumbs up. Yeah, details. Element 0. Some of that. I know you all want to see it grow. Radagast? Radagast. Don't speak to me of Radagast the Brown. He's odd, I grant you. It's not that. It's excessive consumption of mushrooms. Isn't it beautiful now? The second you make something go glowy, the nanosecond you make something go glowy, RGB LED. RGB LEDs. I'm not sure if it should cast a shadow. I'm not sure if the light pipes should really be casting a shadow. Honestly, at this late stage in the game, we can just go to the material actually and search for shadow cast. All right. Shadow. Cast ray trace shadows. No, you don't cast ray trace shadows. So you're an unlit material of a semi-translucent mushroom. Radagast is by far the coolest wizard. I don't know. I don't know. But he needs a bath. You like the Ishida brothers? Ishida brothers pretty good. Pretty hype. But only after the bird has fledged, yes. Oh no, I've got to select individually every single one of these chainy boys. Ooh, poopy. Oh, poopy. Oh, no, 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 no. Why did I decide this was a good idea? It's a good idea, alright. Okay. Static mesh, multiple values, materials. I don't know what this is. A non-material? Um... Need to reread Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, been far too long. Sounds cool, you like Japanese music. This is one of my faves. Am I gonna get content ID'd if I play this on stream? I'm just gonna see what it is, okay, kids? Don't worry, you won't hear anything. It's Cherry Blossoms, traditional music of Japan, classic koto music. Nihon no dento ongaku. And a L'Oreal advert. Thanks, L'Oreal. This specific version brand? No. Maybe. Japanese music is epic. Sure. I like the band Versailles. High quality Japanese music. Does it need to be more polished? Do you want a more polished apparatus? Huh? Some of the light maps on this are a little bit spooky, but it's fine. Goes really hard in the middle. Nice. There is another steel. There's burnished. There's a burnished steel material that we could use instead of the hammered steel material. It depends how crazy you want to get with this. Depends how crazy I want to get with this. I think the burnished steel looks like it's very shiny though, and shiny stuff doesn't tend to do well in Lumen. You know, color me surprised. It looks kind of crazy though. It is very shiny. There are still some nicks and dings in it. Maybe that could work. Maybe we'll end up making our own steel shader. Have I, like, absolutely tanked the stream's performance? Oh, the stream's doing fine. It's just Unreal Engine that doesn't like it. I just feel like having stuff that's overly shiny on the inside of the anthill isn't going to work very well because it's an indoor area. It's an indoor area, for one, and for two, it's brown, so it's going to look brown. Which is why I figured like a more matte version of the steel shader would have been cool, but we can get shiny, we can get blingy. It's not a problem. I should group these. Can I group them? Group. They are now grouped as one asset. So it's those. I want to group those. So now when I select them, right, they select as a whole, because they're pretty much done, and I don't want to faff around like selecting every single one of those chain links another time. I don't know, that looks pretty good. Oh, that does look pretty good. Not even gonna lie, it's pretty amazing. Let's whip up a real fast like amber material, I guess. Call them inverse hole or reverse hole. Does it matter? Inverse hole. God damn it. 2 to 3 dimensional vector, but that typically doesn't work, right? Local position. These aren't going to move, so we can use world position, right? World position, divide by a vector amount. This is going to be noise scale. I feel like we've done this already, but it's a vector 3, so we need to component mask, RGB. We could swizzle a single value, but it's nice to have individual channel values. Lerp 3 color. I do like a Lerp 3 color now and again. So I guess we'll have color A. Color B. Color C. I'll go into the lerp. Nice and easy. Whoa. Would an inverse hole actually be a pole? Yes. Yes, it would. So we're going to get some amber kind of colors going on here. That's a bit light for amber, I think. Whatever. Didn't want to play ball there, did it? Real deep amber color. It looks completely different on the screen. And then we'll have... What's a good inclusion color for amber? It's like a dark brown. Like a dark reddy brown. Like that. We should... Probably... No, that's fine. And put the result into the base color. And then this, that's a divide by 0, so... Quick, before the game crashes. Oh, there is a swizzle. Fuck you. Swizzle. Swizzle. This is way too yellow, right? Swizzle is a powerful tool. It allows you to put a single value into all 4 vector 4 slots of a vector 4. Ugh. Hey, that looks actually really nice. Do you not think that actually looks really nice? Like, let's see what that looks like just in the base. Oh, I mean, we can see it. It's just in orange instead of black and white, right? Big old yellow sheen on one side. That's weird, but whatever. I guess it will just be clipping out of the range of the what it can do. Oh no, there is a big old sheen there, isn't there? Very interesting. Just frack. If we frack it. It shouldn't do that if we frack. Or can we just get rid of that? We don't need texture coordinate. Right? Oh, apparently we do. But the rotation angle needs to be something, right? Yeah. We should put that into the texture coordinate. Huh? Swap them around. You want to lick? Don't. Under Reno. That doesn't look good. What if we get the absolute world position and just frack it and then, oh boy. Okay, we've got to treat it before fracking it, okay? So we've... divide. So it's the same as going into the noise position, right? That's very weird. How it would just slice it like that. That's kind of not what we're aiming for. It's nice. Oh! Okay. Now we're getting some interesting stuff happening. It's kind of broken. It's kind of broken, but is this actually what we wanted, maybe? feel like this is gonna break. Looks like some Alabama Damascus around here, and then some weird voids with nothing in it. And we just add the regular noise back into it, just to kind of pad out the areas where it freaks out. It kind of works, but it also kind of doesn't. Oh, because we... No, that should be fine. Maybe not add then. Maybe blend max. Blend... max? What's going on, Irish John Games? How you feeling? How are you doing? See, some of it looks really good, and then you get these weirdo seam lines. Feeling spiffing? Well, ain't that great. How am I feeling? I'm much better. Thank you. Berlin! John! Everybody's here. Everybody's hanging out. Everybody's having a great time. It's just making a cool, very, very definite, cheap, definitely not almost 300 instruction amber material to put on the inside of this. Beastie. Bop. Do you know what? In the actual application of the material, it doesn't look that bad. How was the birthday? Hold on a second. Did I miss someone's birthday? Reno. You have to remind me about these things incessantly or else I'll forget. Happy birthday. Going out to lunch later with the mom and the aunt. That's so nice. That's so nice. Sounds cool, Pog. Very Pog. Oh, there's some weirdo broken stuff, but I think it's because it's simulating this thing at the origin, and the origin's gonna get fucky with the world position anyway. So, like when we're looking at it on the model itself, it looks fine. Great even. It's fine. I was sick. Yeah, I was. I was so sick, and I was so sick. I'm fighting the urge to make this a two-sided transparent material. I really want to, just to add like a little sheen to the outside. Doesn't gotta be two-sided. If you say so. Cull back face and transparent. You mean cull front face and transparent, right? Now back face. Cull side face and transparent, yeah. Cull edge face and translucent. does look good in here, though. Like a 1970s apartment wall. Cull face and cull parent, yeah. Exactly. MSRA. So metallic, specular, roofness, and anisotropy. I don't think it's going to be emissive. I don't think amber emits a color. Unless science can tell us otherwise. I'm going to make it a little bit metallic though. 0.4 metallic. Because it's fun. Specular can 0.1. Give it a bit of fake subsurfacing. Roughness 0.25, which is the... Like, I know amber isn't... You've seen shag carpet like that. I know amber isn't metallic. But it does have like a... It has like a sheen. We're going to try and just fake that. And anisotropy 0.5. I think. Science sent you 30 million years, or fruit fly and amber, you know. Perfect. That's crazy. 30 million year old fruit fly and amber. That's insane. I need to send out people's gifts. Oh my god. I need to set up the new giveaway. I have all these things for the Halloween giveaway. It's October already. What am I doing? I'll blows your mind every time you notice it. Yeah. Nice. I will set up the giveaway after this stream. And then maybe you'll get a bonus stream tomorrow because I was sick yesterday. Maybe. Because I don't actually have any work tomorrow. Which is good for me. Not good for me. And good for you. And not good for me. But good for me. But good for you as well. It is a twin-bladed edge. Halloween gore giveaway. Yeah, it's another physical giveaway, which is gonna be absolutely fantastic. If you want to know what you could win when I set up the giveaway, I'll get mine. I bought the shop's whole stock of these. There's just so much stuff everywhere. You can go in that drawer. Yeah. Oh no, you Pog Slide, yes. So I bought the shop's whole stock of Luigi's Mansion 3 notebooks. I don't think there's anything written in here. There's just some sketches. But it's lined, ruled, spiral bound, and it's got little spookies at the bottom. You forgot to put the trap out today. You heard it in your bedroom. Oh no, it's jumping on your pillows. It's got some nice art on the inside covers. What's that got on the back? It's got a scared Luigi. And it is official licensed by Nintendo of Europe merchandise. There you go. They're official. The giveaway is not sponsored by Nintendo. I bought all these with my own money. Just want to make that fully clear. When I set it up tonight, after the stream, oh shit, or in the middle of the stream, or whenever, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to give away. I have 7 to give away. Why not 7? And I still have I have 2 giant Pokemon cards for lucky extra special winners. I don't know if they're going to be a random thing, or if they're going to be like a targeted audience thing, or if they're going to be a second tier of the giveaway. I don't know. I didn't think that far away. Sponsored by Mana, exactly. Yeah, so unfortunately, the person who won the last giveaway's first prize was not able to claim a physical prize because of reasons that we will not go into. I've sorted them out. Don't worry, they're very happy with what they've got. Yeah. But that means that the Pokemon card that they won is obviously still in my possession, and the way I was going to ship it was in the notebook because it's about exactly the perfect size to ship a giant Pokemon card in, without bending the card because the notebook's got hard-bound covers, and they would get a preview of the Halloween giveaway stuff, and they'd obviously be invalidated for entering the Halloween giveaway stuff, and I guess technically they are because they won't be able to have anything shipped to them. A true shame. A true shame. I'll write that in the small print next time. You will have to have a valid shipping address. If you win something and have no valid shipping address, your prize will be forfeited to another entrant or something. Anyway, an unfortunate turn of events. It worked out this time because it worked out. It won't work out next time because it probably won't work out. I don't want people getting angry, and it's just better to have a good, robust small print, I'm afraid. Anyway, this, I don't know why this won't unselect, so I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna go back to it. I'm gonna save everything. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save everything. I'm gonna save everything, please. I'm gonna go back to this. There we go. Ambient occlusion, pixel depth offset, world position offset. Lots of the vertices of mesh to be manipulated in world space by the material. So if we, I learned this from Prismatica Dev, by the way. If we get distance fields, distance field gradient defaults to current world position if not specified. Yes, that's correct. Distance field gradient. We multiply this by 100. And we pixel normal. You have to tell us mobile users the entry bang, since we still can't see announcements. Reno. I will endeavor to do that. Don't worry. I mean, worry, but don't worry. But worry, but don't worry. But like worry a little bit, but don't worry. Multiply by 100, and then multiply by the pixel normal WS. No, vertex. Vertex normal world space. Yeah. Multiply by the vertex normal world space, and then you just put that in? Or position offset? Fingers crossed, this will make it globulize. That's the technical term. This will make the mesh globulize around other meshes around it that have a distance field, which is theoretically all of them because we're using Lumen and we're using Nanite, and Lumen and Nanite heavily leverage distance field to render the scene. You're a glob too. Absolutely not, Balint. I mean, if you're a glob, we all are. It's just how it's got to be. Ooh, globby. And we can see absolutely nothing has changed. Oh no! So it's globbed down there, and it's globbed up there, and it's globbed in from itself. It looks like. Huh. I'll have to look at that tutorial again. I seem to remember it being fairly simple. Distance field gradient gets the gradient from the nearest distance field thing, and then you multiply it because it's a 1 unit gradient. No. What's this abject disregard for Charlie over at Prismatic Diff? You should all, if you're not following Charlie at Prismatica Dev on Twitch and on YouTube, like, glob, gorgeous, lovable object bastard, absolutely. I feel like some of these colors need to be slightly more orange. Like, no blue. Why would you want blue in this? Ooh, that's popping though. It's still quite yellow, but oh, popping, pop-a-lopping. Oh, oh yes. Story, welcome. Welcome back. Reno, happy birthday. Oh my god, it's 10 past 5. It's 10 past 5, friends. You know what that means. It's time to down tools, I'm afraid. Oh, that looks much better. Yeah, it was looking all weird and washed out. Now it's a good... I mean, if you look at that and don't say amber, what are you gonna... Like, what can I tell you about the mistakes you've made in your life? Oh, where'd you get that gem from? Robbie F2. Robbie Fontana. Sick gem, bro. It definitely moved. So it's glorped outwards, but it doesn't seem to have any respect for the distance field gradient. What if we multiply that by 5? What if we have a scalar parameter that we can vector field range? The default value is going to be 150, I think. What if we actually just made a cool material instance for this so we can tweak the parameters without like waiting for years to see the results of our parameter tweaks? That might be an idea, actually. That might very well be an idea. Robbie F2. Yeah, that's the one. Oh boy. So I've been looking at the updates to Unreal Engine 5.1. I looked at the changelog. Yeah, the first time in my entire life I've ever looked at a changelog. Yes, it's from Robbie Fontana Live. Yeah. What a professional. I've never seen their streams, but I'm sure with a gem like that in their emotes, they must be a professional. I was looking at the upgrades and bug fixes, and do you know when I was doing the Journ Gem? Do you remember when I was struggling in the Journ Gem because I had set up this beautiful world generation system which made everything out of instant static meshes, so it was as performant as you could ever get the draw calls. And I drove the car on it, and the car just sank into the instant static meshes like it was made out of like a non-Newtonian putty, and it stopped us from like progressing. Well, turns out, oh no, this is glorping asymmetrically. So it glorps in. Oh, it's the gem, isn't it? It's glorping on the gem. So you can see the wireframe, right? Is as where it should be. Wireframe on that gem looking sharp, by the way. And you can see the selection that we have shows us where the mesh is, not where the shader is displaying, right? So if we go under, we can see that the glorpage. It's so weird. That's so weird. Okay, let's make a material instance of this. Looks lovely as sin. Oh, you're too kind. Let's get this and this. I like how the breakout windows stay on top sometimes. I like it sometimes. Not other times, but sometimes. So the noise scale we don't need to change. MSRA we don't need to change. Color A we don't need to change any of the colors. The vector field range we're going to change that to like loads. And you can see it actually, it doesn't really do us any favors, does it? I think with two-sided it would work. Right? Because it's deforming the whole thing around the stuff around it, right? Looks kind of great. But it doesn't work with single-sided rendering, right? So we can just force it to be two-sided. And we can also force it to be translucent. Or additive. Which is really weird. But this will let us appreciate the fact that it does not like the vector field of the gem inside it, does it? It really does. Like, looks like a chunk of amber, sure. But our maths is significantly incorrect. What am I making? A ball? I'm making a piece of amber, but I'm trying to use the vector field to displace the thing around the stuff that it's glorped onto, and it's not working out for me. We've glorped it in one direction only, or we've glorped it in multiple directions, but wrongly or something. I don't know. This requires this to be open, right? And we don't need this for the moment. Does this need to be... does this need to be... No, that is in vertex. Scalar parameter expression outputs a single float value constantly can be accessed and changed in the instance of the material flight. No. I wanted this one, sorry. Material expression distance field gradient. Maybe another shape works. I think it's to do with the way that we're using the vertex information. So that maybe is one thing. So the normals are already inverted, so we don't need to invert them again. Right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Please tell me I'm right. I like hearing that I'm right. Yeah, okay. So that's... squished it in the exact and opposite direction. I am right. We can see that it squished it in the exact and opposite direction. I'm going to have to watch the tutorial again, I'm afraid. I've completely forgotten how to do this. So for the moment, we are going to disconnect this and comment this out. Yeah, I should probably squinching, deprecated squinching. Sure, you're right. You know better what you are making. I have no idea. I have no idea. But theoretically, all the normals should be facing towards the inside of the boule. And the boule is in the right place. Right? It's around things. And what I want it to do is kind of bulge out where it's attached to something like this. The crystal and the bottom location thing. So it would be get wider here, and then there'd be some interesting shape to it, you know, which wouldn't be dictated by what we stuck it to, so we could stick the material on other things and put that in other places. You know what I mean? But for now, this will do. It looks quite nice, and if we look at the, I kind of want to see level of detail, no, optimization, shader complexity and quads. It's not the cheapest shader to render, but it's not bad. By any stretch of the imagination. These are the fastest shaders because they just emit a green. This has got some reflection to it. It's because it's using that noise texture and it's a surface that's lit. You have an amber. You got perfect color. Oh, thank you. Like, it's kind of stylized. There's way more inclusion than there probably would be in a regular piece of amber, but like it took a while to get that rich orange going. And then the steel of the candelabra. The bright green LED pipes that ants obviously use to light their homes. We should probably make a gem shader really quickly before I go. And well, I say go. I'm not going anywhere. But nice. Amber shit. What kind of gems do they have? Gem. M-gem. Vector. Color. Base color. And then we have a vector MSRA, which is stuck in here. And then the normal mana. Do I like gems? I like gems. I like gems. Specular 0 roughness 0.05 0.1 and isotropy 0.5. Cutie Kitty, hello. Reno, Kappa. Kappa and Kappa. We're getting closer and closer to the point where I'm like panicking and trying to do as much work as I can before I have to log off. And opacity, yeah, because this is going to be surface translucent default lit volumetric non-directional volumetric directional, a surface translucency volume. That's how we get the surface going. And then, yeah, so we need another vector parameter, which is going to be, hello friend, we need another vector parameter that's going to be opacity and refraction. It's going to be the red channel and the green channel, obviously. And the default value is going to be, the red channel is going to be 0.3. And the green channel is going to be 1.03. Two. 14. It got so crazy that it put a whole picture in picture. I think most gemstones are a little bit denser than glass, so we can put the refraction higher and it will look cool. I think it needs to be more opaque though, so 0.6 maybe. 0.7. It's really not transparent. 0.8. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. 0.85. I can deal with it. I want to increase the specular actually. 0.4. Get some of that rim lighting going on. Calcite are pretty transparent. This is. I think amethyst is a calcite, but yeah, cool. No. That'll do. And then we get this. Throw that in. Oh. It's having a struggle here. Okay, I think it wants it. Oh, it's preparing the shaders. Oops. Amethyst is from quartz. That's what I thought. Anyway, it is high time that I grab myself a drink. So we're going to prepare for the Cup of the Day segment. Thank you everyone for coming to watch the game development segment of today's stream. Thank you Pazoots again for the follow. And I will see you in a moment with a drink for Cup of the Day.